Hi, I'm Jo from AXA, and I've been leading the Agile transformation that we've been doing at AXA PPP.
Okay, thank you. And Manav, would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. So my name is Manav Mehan, and I head up the Agile Consulting Group in TCS. So we've been helping Joe on the Agile journey they've embarked on.
Okay, great, thank you. And would you like to tell us how you came to use DSTM? What influenced you to choose DSTM?
Okay, well, there are a number of factors that influenced us. First of all, we've come from a very traditional background at AXA. We were also using DSTM across AXA UK already in other areas. We've come from a CMMI level 3 and waterfall type scenario. And within that, we're also in a very heavily regulated environment as well, a lot of compliance. So the transition from that into the world of agility, for us, DSTM felt like a good framework to help us on that.
And just to add to that, when we were consulted to provide help and support and choose the framework, as TCS is method and tool agnostic organization, we looked at all the methods across the board, and as Joe mentioned, that they were not looking for just a team level method, but they were looking for something which would be at an enterprise scale. So DSTM being around for quite a while and has made those incremental changes was a really good fit.
Yes, for us it's got that maturity, and it's also got that flexibility as well to pull in some ideas and be able to flex it and use it as best for us.
Yes, DSTM's been established for 20 years now and has got lots of practice in different fields. Which aspects of DSTM did you find that were particularly useful in that kind of regulated world?
The fact that it wraps around the agile delivery, the control mechanisms and the governance mechanisms that are still required, but not in a way that's heavy. That's exactly what we need.
And if I can add to that, I think when we started to drill a level down in DSTM, we found, for example, the richness of roles around executive sponsor roles and even delivery roles. They map much nicer to AXA PPP. So it was not just a question of, okay, we got 3 roles in Scrum. It actually had a rich set of roles which spanned across the layers of the organizations, and that also helped quite a bit. So checkpoints, roles, the artifacts which come out of box, the way the sort of process is structured, like we've got a process map 4.0 on the wall in AXA PPP today. So all of those things really provided us with a holistic framework.
So the structure that exists for the entire project, right through from the project level and stakeholder level through to the development team level, was something you found very useful?
Absolutely. As you can imagine, with large-scale enterprises like AXA PPP, they are interfacing with a lot of external projects. They are also interfacing with even other brands within the group. So that's why I think it's quite important not just to look at it from a team level, but also to look at it how we can scale it, how we can have the interfaces, dependencies, and governance and checkpoints across the board.
And we're also on an agile transformation journey as well. So we needed an approach that would work for us, that we're going to have a department where we're using a number of different approaches at any one time while we're on that journey. So we needed something that could work in that context as well.
Integrate with other methods.
Yes, yes.
Actually, just on the integration point, as we know, Scrum is one of the more popular frameworks. The latest version of DSTM still retains the time boxes, and it actually then works very well with the ceremonies of Scrum, so people don't have to step out of their team level dynamics. In fact, they build on that team dynamics.
So I just have one last question for each of you, same question. What advice would you give to other similar organisations who are thinking of embarking on DSTM?
Okay, find the right partner to do it with, because you will need help to make the transformation.
Thanks.
Use the flexibility of DSTM. if you're choosing DSTM as your overall framework, use the flexibility of that to tailor it for how it works best for you.
And we work with a lot of large organizations, so we often hear that we want a framework which is not the Scrum startup type mentality, which we've seen works for smaller organizations, but actually it's the other end of the spectrum where you need the rigor, you need it to scale across the board. And in fact, what we've also done is we've discussed things around enterprise level safe zone, where for the enterprises to thrive and adopt Agile in a robust way, it's important for them to use something like DSTM. And there are other frameworks around, but I must say, with DSTM being at the forefront of it, stood the test of its time, is certainly one which we recommend for the situations.
Great, thank you very much, both of you, and we look forward to more successes in the future.
Thank you.
you.